Well, the fragile truce between Iran and the United States is showing its first real tears now. Both sides are shooting at each other. UAE is again under attack from missiles and drones. The hostilities resumed after US President Trump announced Project Freedom, a plan for American forces to guide vessels from neutral countries through the strait. On Monday morning, US forces began implementing the project, and that's when the shooting started. U.S. Central Command claimed its forces sank 6 small Iranian vessels. Admiral Brad Cooper added that 2 American-flagged commercial vessels passed through the strait, with 2 destroyers also crossing over and operating inside the Persian Gulf. But Iran has disputed all American claims. Iranian media, citing military source, said U.S. targeted 2 civilian boats and not IRGC speedboats, killing 5 civilians. Iran had earlier said it fired cruise missiles, rockets, and combat drones near U.S. destroyers as warning shots.
Within this demarcated area, any ship that wants to pass through must do so with the permission of the Islamic Republic's armed forces in order to be safe. Any vessel belonging to a hostile enemy that tries to pass through will be dealt with decisively.
U.S. President Trump said there is no significant damage due to recent Iranian strikes except to a South Korean vessel. In an interview with Fox News, he reiterated that Iranian forces would be blown off the face of the earth if they targeted U.S. ships. At another event, he referred to the conflict with Iran on Monday as mini-war and said it is working out very nicely.
Our country's booming now, despite the fact that we're in I call it a mini war, because that's all they are. They don't have a Navy anymore. Think of it. They had 159 ships. How many do they have left, Kelly? Out of 159, take a guess. She's very smart, 0.
The UAE, a close U.S. ally and key Arab partner of Israel, said it came under a barrage of missiles and drones from Iran. Its air defenses intercepted 19 Iranian missiles and drones, and a drone attack caused a fire at an oil port in the Fujairah region. The UAE has ordered all schools to switch to remote learning for the rest of the week. However, shortly after these reports, a senior Iranian official suggested it may have been a false flag attack. Ibrahim Azizi, head of the National Security Commission of the Iranian parliament, shared a post on X calling it a false flag. Now, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said the clashes showed that there is no military solution to a political crisis. He warned both United States and the UAE against being drawn into a quagmire by ill wishes, adding that Project Freedom is Project Deadlock. Both sides are yet to say that if the ceasefire is over, but global markets have already sank, pointing to different reality. Well, for more on this, we were earlier joined by Adrian Calmel. He is a fellow at Arabian Peninsula Institute and author of a forthcoming book on Hezbollah. Listen in to what he had to say.
It is over for all intensive purposes. It is over. The UAE has been targeted so much and throughout. It is, the U.S. naval escort is hugging the line, the coastline of the UAE and avoiding the Islamic Republic. That may have been one reason why they rocketed the UAE, and it was not a false flag. The regime did this, and again, it's them lashing out at their neighbors and further isolating themselves. And the UAE has made some moves to really try, pulling out of OPEC, looking at routes to where they don't have to longer worry about the Strait of Hormuz as far as piping oil across the country.